The story of Adolf Hitler, a life filled with dreams, struggles, and immense power. This is a difficult and sad story about a man named Adolf Hitler. His life was full of dreams, disappointments, a strong desire for success, and ultimately, a lot of power that led to terrible consequences. This story is about trying to understand his life and why he made the choices he did. Growing up and having big dreams. Adolf Hitler was born in Austria in 1889. From a young age, he really wanted to be an artist, but he wasn't very good at drawing or painting, and he often felt like he wasn't good enough. He didn't fit in easily, and these feelings made him want to prove himself and be successful. He thought that if he could achieve greatness, he could overcome his early disappointments and find a place where he was valued. He was a sensitive person, but also very driven, and this combination of traits shaped his life. A difficult time and the desire for change. The early 1900s in Germany were a very hard time. Germany had lost 2 world wars, which meant they had suffered huge defeats. This caused a lot of economic problems. People were poor and many were unemployed. People felt lost and desperate. Hitler saw this sadness and hardship and thought he could take advantage of it. He started to show himself as strong and a leader, promising to bring back Germany's pride, make the economy better, and give them national power. He talked to the German people about their frustrations and anger, offering a vision of a strong, united Germany that could fix their past mistakes. He promised to bring back glory, and many people really wanted that. The rise of the Nazi Party and terrible actions. Hitler started a political party called the Nazi Party in 1919. The ideas of the Nazi Party were very dangerous. They believed that some people were better than others. They thought certain people were naturally superior, especially those who were seen as lesser, based on things like their ethnicity, religion, or where they came from. This idea led to something called the Holocaust. This was a terrible period where millions of people, including Jews, Roma, Gypsies, homosexuals, and people with disabilities, were murdered because of how they were perceived as not German enough. Hitler became very ambitious. He wanted a world where Germany was the most powerful country. He started World War II, a huge global war that caused the deaths of tens of millions of people and a lot of destruction. The war was because he wanted to create a living space for the German people, often by hurting other countries and their people. His actions caused immense suffering and loss of life. He was determined to conquer and dominate the world, believing that Germany's destiny was to rule. The end of the war and a desperate act. By the 1940s, Germany was losing World War II. The war effort was struggling, and the country was falling apart. Hitler became more and more paranoid and isolated, surrounded by people he trusted but who might have given him bad advice. He refused to accept defeat and kept clinging to power. In the final days of the war, he went to a bunker in Berlin, surrounded by his close followers. Facing the possibility of being captured and humiliated, Hitler made the very sad decision to end his own life. He and his girlfriend, Eva Braun, took poison and died together in the bunker. Their deaths were a final, desperate act of defiance, a refusal to be taken alive. A lesson for the future. Adolf Hitler's story is a very sad and important lesson. It shows how a person with big dreams can cause unimaginable suffering and destruction if they are driven by hatred and a desire for power. His actions led to immense pain, destruction, and the loss of millions of lives. What we can learn from his life. His life teaches us some important things. Power can be harmful. It's important to remember that power can be a bad thing if it's not used for the good of everyone. It should be used responsibly, not for personal gain or to dominate others. Hate and division are wrong. Believing that some people are better than others is wrong and leads to terrible things. It can cause prejudice, discrimination, and violence. We must be responsible for our choices. Every decision we make has consequences. We need to think carefully about what our choices will do and try to act wisely. History can help us avoid mistakes. It's important to learn from the past so we don't repeat the same mistakes. We must remember the horrors of the past and work to build a better future. We should be kind and united. We should treat each other with respect, compassion, and understanding. We need to work together to overcome divisions and build a more united world. Adolf Hitler's life is a powerful reminder that even the most ambitious people can make terrible choices. His story teaches us the importance of being compassionate, understanding, and working together to create a world where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. Let's remember the lessons of history and strive for a future filled with peace, unity, and kindness. Let us never forget the cost of hatred and the importance of standing up for what is right. Do you find this story helpful? Like it if you found it informative and thought-provoking. Share it with your friends and family to help them learn from this important historical event. Subscribe to English Level Up ESL for more stories, lessons, and resources to help you improve your English skills.